Okay, it is lunchtime here at our house. Story just had her lunch and then I put her down for her nap. And now I need to figure out what I want to eat. And I was thinking about doing something a little weird. If you've been following our channel for a few months now, you may have seen the video that we did about the company called Little Spoon, but basically it's a company that makes baby food. They do purees and they also do a new line of toddler plates, but it's a new option for toddlers who just started eating finger foods. They have all kinds of things. If you have an adventurous eater, they have more complex things. If you have a picky eater, they have really basic things like mac and cheese, but they sneak butternut squash in it. They have different kinds of pastas, gluten-free options, vegetarian options, which is awesome because I'm a vegetarian, but it also made me wonder if I would like it. So raise your hand if you've ever tried baby food before. I have not. I could never bring myself to be that mom that tries baby food off the shelf from the store. It does not look appetizing. It looks disgusting. Let's just be honest. But what I like about Little Spoon and just the company overall is that they make everything from fresh organic ingredients. The baby purees are cold pressed, so you're not losing the nutrients in the food and the vegetables and the fruit. And then with the little plates, everything is made fresh in their kitchen and then sealed and then sent to your door on ice. And the meals look good and they smell good. And so I'm really curious to see what these taste like. Now, the video that I just talked about, I never expected it to do as well as it has done on our channel. It was not a video that I thought would take off the way that it did. Now, granted, we are still a very small channel, so when I say take off, I mean it has almost 3,000 views versus like our normal videos that have 40 or 50 views. So for us, it has taken off. It's been our best video, which just tells me that more people want to know about it. What was interesting to me is some of the comments and questions that I got on that video. It was a lot of adults asking, what age group of kids are these plates geared towards? It was meant for a child up to age 10, but I don't see why a kid that's older than that couldn't eat that. With that being said, I don't know why an adult couldn't eat it either. I had a few adults leave me questions that said, would this be okay for me to eat? I'm a nurse. I get home at midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'm hungry, but I don't want to cook a full meal for myself. Would this be something that I could eat? And it really made me think, why couldn't you? So my plan today, I think, is going to be to try one of these plates and see what they taste like. I think I mentioned before, if I didn't and you're new here, I'm a vegetarian, so we do get some of these vegetarian plates as an option for Story to try, and she likes them. But now I want to try them and see if they compare to some of those like meatless meals that you can get at the grocery store, meatless chicken nuggets, things like that. So in my mind, I feel like that's kind of what these are going to be like, so I want to try them and see. We've got them all in here. We've got gluten-free cauliflower gnocchi with veggie marinara sauce. This is a kind of a newer one. I kind of want to try this one. Story has had it before. She likes it. Here's another one that's got cauliflower hidden in it. It's more of just a pasta with peas. And then, let's see, this one is a little bit newer too. This is spinach chickpea bites with roasted sweet potatoes. And this one always smells so good whenever I make it for her. I think I might try this one. This one is vegetarian. And then also like the veggie chicken nuggets I was talking about at the store. This is a version of that. This is the veggie tender parm with peas. So you've got a whole portion of peas and then a couple of these little tenders with marinara sauce and cheese on it. That looks really good too. I think I might try two today. I'm gonna try these because they are small, so I think I could eat both of these without feeling too, bad about myself. I won't go through all of the ones that she has, but here's another one with the veggie tenders. This one just has broccoli on the side, and then the plain tenders, so we usually give her some dip to go with that. This one's a turkey taco bowl. It's got a little mixture of turkey taco meat with cheese and some rice with some peppers. Here's the mac and cheese that I was talking about. It's just spiral noodles with cheesy sauce, and then it's got butternut squash and carrots in it. So all those picky kids, they'll like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with this spinach chickpea bite one because it always looks really good. So again, if you haven't seen the other unboxing video that we've done, take a look at that because I go into depth about, you know, the plates and how they come packaged and everything, but this is basically what it looks like. This is a new thing that they do. They have sectioned off plates. Before, it was just one plate with no sections, but you know how kids can get with things touching, and so I think it's really cool that they started doing this with the sections. It's got the plastic over it. It's sealed, so there's no air getting in it. It's all fresh. I'm gonna pop it in the microwave for 1 minute. You can see the plastic in there. The plastic cover starts to bubble up like that, and then usually it pops and then just goes back down. But normally when you get stuff at the store like this, you know, you have to put a 1-inch slit in it or whatever, but for this you don't have to. You just leave it sealed, let it cook, and then when you get it out, leave it sealed for about 30 seconds. And then after 30 seconds, you just peel this off. I try to do this with one hand and not make a huge mess. But there it is. It smells so yummy. I'm just gonna go ahead and cook this one too while we're waiting for that other one to cool off. I'm gonna let these cool off for just a second, but we were talking about adults eating these, and how many of you know somebody that had a gastric bypass surgery or a gastric sleeve surgery? Typically, whenever somebody has that surgery, they can't eat a certain amount of food. It's very limited. They can eat like a cup's worth of food is pretty much what they can handle. And a lot of times they go to a restaurant and they don't want to order a full-size meal because it's too much for them. They can't eat it all. They usually try to order off the kids' menu because it's smaller portions. All that to say, wouldn't this be perfect for somebody like that? I just think, you know, if you're going to be ordering some of these for your kids and you're one of those people that eats small portions, why couldn't this be a solution for you too? Lunchtime. I'm going to start with the spinach chickpea bites with roasted sweet potatoes. Got a cute little owl on here, and it says that the entire plate is 190 calories, 7 grams of fat, 25 carbs, 6 grams of protein. Again, no preservatives, nothing artificial, balanced nutrition, fresh non-GMO ingredients with hidden veggies and superfoods. So I'm going to use my very sophisticated Flower & Garden spoon from Disney, or spork I guess, and give this a try. You got a piece. I'm going to dunk it in this red sauce. Here we go. I mean, yeah, this is good. The marinara is kind of sweet. The little bites, they don't have a ton of flavor, and that's probably a good thing because it's for a kid and they don't like bold flavors, but it's pretty good. I think the marinara sauce just makes it really yummy. I think that these would be better if they were crispy, and I know that some people will open these up and put the food on a like an oven safe plate and then bake it to make it a little crispier, but I don't have time for that. The whole reason we get these is because I need to save time. But yeah, this is really good. The sweet potatoes are just little diced sweet potatoes. Yeah. Nothing special. They're cooked all the way through. I would eat this in an adult-sized version. Okay, just finished that one. I feel content. Like, I was hungry before this because I haven't eaten anything since breakfast, which was, what is this? It's 2 o'clock right now, so I'm pretty hungry. But after eating that, I'm content. Like, I could eat more, and I will, because I'm gonna try this other plate, but if that were the only thing that I was eating, I feel like that would hold me over for a couple hours. If you're the kind of person that eats small portions throughout the day like you're supposed to, I think that that's plenty. Almost 200 calories, not bad. Okay, so this next one is gonna be the veggie tender parm with peas. So peas are peas. Now, I'm also going to say this, because with baby food and just pre-packaged meals and food in general, when you have vegetables like peas or green beans, I think a lot of us, especially here in America, expect them to come preserved in like a brine or just some kind of a juice that makes the vegetable really soft. These are fresh ingredients. They're fresh vegetables. So these are steamed. They're not mushy. Like, they're peas, so they're mushy by nature, but it's not a spoonful of mashed up peas that you don't have to chew. Does that make sense? There's still a skin around the pea. I hate that, just sounds like a gross description, but there's still kind of like a snap when you bite into them because they're fresh peas. I mean, they're good. They're not like oversaturated with salt. There's no additives. There's nothing like that. It's just peas. And I think that's a good thing because I don't want to immediately start giving Story food that's been preserved and that is older than she is. Some of these baby foods have preservatives in them that will make them last in your pantry or on a shelf for years. And I like the idea of her starting off with fresh foods and getting used to that. So I'm going to try these little veggie tenders now. Again, I want to see if this compares to the plant-based chicken nuggets that I get at the grocery store because they look the same. But I'm curious. Not bad. They definitely have a more bland flavor. I wonder what's in this. Like, how do you make these? Veggie tenders. Okay, soy protein concentrate, sweet potatoes, carrots, wheat gluten, butternut squash, methyl cellulose, wheat starch, yeast extract, and sunflower oil. Also, it has superfood powder, okay? It has a superfoods blend consisting of fava bean protein, maca powder, lucuma powder, mesquite powder, and then the breading is enriched wheat flour, reduced iron, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, bran, rolled oats, sea salt, quinoa, spices. So they straight up make these. It's not like they went to the grocery store or a Whole Foods distributor and bought like a bunch of these plant-based veggie tenders and then put them on a kid's plate. They make these in their kitchen. Nice job, Little Spoon. As a vegetarian mama, this makes me happy. I'm not raising Story to be strictly vegetarian, but I like to give her that option. I like to introduce everything to her. She gets chicken too, she gets beef, she gets fish, she gets all of those things. But I like having this as an option. And this one is also 190 calories, 7 grams fat, 22 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of protein. So there you go. They aren't bad. I would definitely eat this. If I were that nurse, that mom that commented on my last video, that came home at 2 a.m. and just wanted something small, something that wasn't going to sit heavy in her belly when she went to sleep. Perfect. Because like, what's the first thing you go to grab in the pantry? Chips. This is a great option. If you want something nutritious, warm, here you go. This is it. Okay, so Little Spoon started off making baby blends. Then they moved up to these toddler plates. So now I think they need to snowball with this idea and move on to something for adults. I'm almost finished here, and I'm going to wrap this up. But the last thing that I wanted to add was that these plates are dishwasher safe. It says that they're supposed to go on the top rack, but I've done both. I've done the bottom and the top, and they've come out fine. The only ones that we don't save are the ones that have red sauce. So anything with like marinara, it stains. And so just for aesthetic purposes, I don't keep them because they look gross because they're stained. But if it's something like these chicky veggie tenders or, you know, the mac and cheese or anything like that that does not have red sauce, they're totally fine. We keep them, we have stacks of them, and they're just great for snacks. Before I get off of here, I do have a code. The last video that I made, I mentioned that it wasn't sponsored, that there was no affiliate, none of that. Since that video, I have become an ambassador for Little Spoon, so of course I'm gonna have an opinion about them, but I'm gonna say that my opinion is genuine. I would never recommend something that I haven't already put hundreds of dollars into. Like I said, we have been using this since Story was 7 months old. She is now 3. We have used them consistently. I actually ordered, so I told you in the beginning that we get 12 meals in each box. This most recent box, I bumped it up to 18 so that I could try some of these because I don't want to take away from Story's foods, you know. So I bumped it up to 18 so that I could try these. We got a bigger box shipped to us. I'll be completely transparent with you. When the box came, it was trash. The ice inside was melted. The box itself was collapsing like it had been crushed on one side. It was not in great condition, and the food wasn't cold anymore. So I just got onto Little Spoon's website. I emailed them and I said, hey, this is what happened. I took a picture of it and I showed it to them. And they emailed me back with the biggest apology, and they were like, we're gonna send you a brand new box. They were so freaking nice. So nice. The lady emailed me like she was my aunt from out of town. She was like, I hope Story enjoys these. I'm so sorry that happened to you. This is probably why, they had the hurricane down in Texas a few weeks ago, and we actually emailed back and forth quite a bit. I kind of told her that we use these when Story's daddy is away in the army, and we got onto the whole military subject, and she has a son that's overseas serving right now too, so we kind of connected over that military bond, and it was just a really pleasant communication via email. All that to say is they sent me a brand new box. Everything was fine. No big deal. We moved on. If you have an experience like that, reach out to Little Spoon and let them know what happened. Take a picture to show them, and they will be so accommodating, and they will send you a brand new box, and I promise you that you're going to have the best customer service experience. If you're interested, if you don't already use this, if you've never heard of Little Spoon before and you want to take advantage, I do have a code. It's Ashley Marler Circle. It's my name with the word circle. I'm going to link everything down below as well, and then I'm going to put all of that information in the description if you want to go back later and look at that and refer to it. Be my guest. At the very least, sign up and then get the $20 off and try it. And then if it's not for you, or if it's something you don't want to keep up with, or you want to pause it, do that. Like cancel or pause it. It's completely customizable. So you can get this once a month. You can get this once every other month. It's totally up to you. I'll tell you one thing. It saves me time, it saves me meltdowns, and it's quick and easy. So there's my 2 cents. I hope everybody's having a great week. I'm gonna finish these peas and then get started on some editing while Story's still sleeping. We'll see you on the next one.